With my Maui travel guide now over 275,000 views, in this video I want to focus on the main attraction on the island of Maui, and that is the road to Hana. Most people spend only one day here when visiting Maui, and you don't have time to do it all. So I want to go over my top 5 spots on the road to Hana and the top 5 tips. Plus, one of those spots is a secret spot that not many people know about. Here's the thing, if you want just beautiful landscapes, the road to Hana Drive itself is amazing. But the stops along the way are just incredible, which leads me to number 5, the WAIANAPANAPA State Park, or the Black Sand Beach. This location should actually be the #1 attraction of the road to Hana because it is so amazing. It, however, ends up as number 5 because of the amount of tourists. This Black Sand Beach has vibrant blue waters and almost fluorescent green vegetation, which makes this location a visual overload of beauty. You can walk to the edge of the cliff to get a view of the rock arch over the water as well, and see waves crashing all around you. Now, you have to be careful when visiting this place because there's a little cave that most people miss out on, and they pass right by it, but it's good for some silhouette pictures, and it has that nice beam of light entering in from the top. And here is my pro tip. If you want your best chance to miss all the tourists on the road to Hana, begin your stops on the road to Hana at the WAIANAPANAPA Beach. Now, the WAIANAPANAPA Beach is in the second half of the road to Hana, but if you start here, you'll be consistently ahead of everyone else that starts the road to Hana at the very beginning. Then, on the way back, do the other stops on the first part of the trip, and then you'll miss all the people that started there as well because you'll be there at the second half of the day. Now I want to show you this footage from one of my trips to the road to Hana. It isn't great since it was before I was actually a YouTuber when we did this travel. But I wanted to show you, you can see the beach is empty doing it this way. Nothing, no one there. All to yourselves. Since everyone just kind of progresses together on the road to Hana and starts at the beginning, if you do it that way, you will have lots of tourist friends the whole way through, and you'll get to share many beautiful pictures with all of those tourists. And that is tip number 1 as well. Number 4, the PIPIWAT Trail. This trail starts with a hike through the tall grass to an overlook of a waterfall. Then you make your way to this majestic banyan tree where you can lounge if you want. But my favorite part is hiking through the bamboo jungle with the bamboo shoots just towering above you. Also in this hike, there are little picturesque bridges you can cross as well to get there. Okay, so pro tip number 2, you may want to download this app. It's called the GYPSY app before going on this trip. I will link to it below, or at least give you the name of it below so you can find it on your own. This app gives you this guided tour all along the way on the road to Hana and tells you a lot of its history. It also gives you the person that made this app's favorite spots, some of which I agree with and some of which I disagree with. But to each their own, right? It makes the drive much more enjoyable, and if you get tired of it, you can just stop and listen to music or whatever else you want to do. But it's a really cool app to download. Number 3, the WAILUA Falls. These falls are awesome if you want to take a dip in water and enjoy a waterfall and a cove all around you. It is very easy and quick to get to once you arrive there. It's right off the road, but it actually takes a long time to get to because it is at the end of the road to Hana. And to a lot of people, they actually don't even make it there. But I love that because you get this beautiful waterfall in this cove and you get to take a dip in it. And there are tourists there, but there aren't a ton of tourists there. And if you start here, you'll get this waterfall likely to yourself. So my 3rd tip on the road to Hana is to simply wake up early and go to the thing you want to do most first. It takes a little time to get to Hana from the other side of the island where most people stay on their trip to Maui. So I get up early and get going. The earlier, the better to maximize your time. This helps to give you the road to Hana with less crowds, but it also helps with lighting for photos because this side of the island is really lit up. as the sun rises. Number 2, okay, so I don't actually have the name of this specific one. There are a few hidden entrances to a few attractions along the road to Hana, and very few people know about them. This is one of them that we went to. As you can see, its entrance is almost hidden and walled off, and there is only one parking spot to get into this hike. It is a 20 to 30 minute hike of mostly rock hopping up this mossy canyon, and it is so beautiful. And you finally arrive at this cove all to yourselves with a waterfall, and it is just amazing. There's a large rock in front of the falls, and it's excellent to stand up on and get some amazing pictures. I highly recommend going to the secret spot. Now, I don't give it away because I want it to be secret. Tip 4 is to watch my Maui travel video. Along with that video, I have my travel guide, and I sell it for a few dollars to support my channel. That guide has the location of this waterfall, but there are more than just this waterfall along the road to Hana. You just have to put some research because people are really close-lipped about them. The reason why is the locals really don't like it a lot when people know about these locations. And the number one thing to do, in my opinion, on the road to Hana is the Hana trike hang gliding. If you want a unique, once-in-a-lifetime experience, this is something you have to do while in Hana. The town of Hana actually has this small little runway where this pilot has set up this motorized hang glider business. Basically, you sit back in this trike while he flies and takes off, and then he takes pictures of the whole experience for you. So you just get to chill and take in the sights of the road to Hana from above and all of its attractions. This was one of the coolest things I have done in all my travels. One of the other coolest things I have done is swimming with dolphins on the Big Island, and I also swam with dolphins on Oahu. So watch one of those travel guides if you are going to one of those other islands as well. And if you want to know more about Maui, like I said, watch the Maui travel guide. I have also made some travel tips videos to help you guys learn how to plan the best travels, as well as give you my travel film equipment video too. So go watch one of those other videos if you want to know more about these things. And that leads me to tip number 5. On the road to Hana, make sure you fill up on gas before you go and travel home before sunset. The first time I went to the road to Hana, we went home late and I forgot to fill up on gas before I left. And luckily we barely had enough gas to get to the gas station, but it was super sketchy as it was super dark driving on those windy roads. And then I was just worried the whole time. I didn't get to enjoy my ride home because I was worried about gas the whole time, and it was pretty scary, pretty curvy, and very poorly lit. So remember, on my channel, I help you maximize your travel experiences. I do health experiments on myself, and also on my channel, I reveal the best home automation techniques. Those are the 3 focuses of my channel. And as always, I strive to blow your mind and never waste your time. So like, subscribe, and I will see you